You know, that feeling when you can tell someone's exact mood just by the sound of their car engine outside. You walk into a room, everyone is smiling, but you can feel the fake energy on your skin. Your mind is a radar with no off switch. You carry someone else's awkward silence home, replay it until dawn, and fall asleep completely drained. People call your intuition a gift, but you know it's a curse. Tonight, we are finally dropping the shield and giving you back your quiet. For a long time, I thought something was wrong with me. Why couldn't I just live, connect, and stop looking for a hidden meaning in everything? But then I realized our minds haven't gone crazy. They're just protecting us. This over-awareness comes from two places. Sometimes you're just born with it, when your nervous system naturally processes the world in ultra-high resolution. But more often than not, this radar is an inheritance from our past. It's our personal survival tool. If you grew up in an environment where the adults' moods shifted unpredictably, like the weather, you didn't have the luxury of staying innocent. Your inner danger alarm switched to maximum capacity when you were still a child. You automatically learned to decode footsteps, heavy sighs, or the exact volume of a coffee cup hitting the table. This isn't paranoia. It's a shield that once helped you survive. Over time, it just fused into your skin. Here's my advice to you, something that once saved me. Stop blaming yourself. You are not broken. Your overthinking is just a survival skill that stayed on for too long. The next time you catch yourself scanning a room, gently tell your radar, "Thank you. I know you're trying to protect me, but we are safe right now," and just let your body take a breath. The most exhausting thing about this sensitivity is that your brain never rests. For a regular person, a conversation is just a conversation. A text message is just a few words on a screen. But for me, it has always been the start of an invisible marathon. You get a short text, "Come see me later." A regular person shrugs it off and moves on. But your radar instantly picks up a hidden coldness in that period at the end of the sentence. And just like that, the chain reaction begins. You start reviewing the last 3 days in your head. Where did I mess up? What did I do wrong? Or maybe someone pauses for just a second before giving you a compliment. No one else noticed, but you are already building a whole conspiracy theory. In the end, you can spend the entire day just sitting in a quiet office. But by the evening, you feel completely shattered. Your brain just ran a marathon in a closed room. I spent a long time looking for a way to stop this madness. And here is what helped me. The rule of literal meaning. Whenever I catch myself inventing people's hidden motives, I tell myself, "Stop. I am not a mind reader." A slow reply just means they are busy. A period at the end of a text is just punctuation. I only accept what is said out loud. The rest is none of my business. Try putting that responsibility back on others. If they have an issue, they can say it directly. You have every right to stop solving riddles you didn't ask for. Another trap I constantly fell into is an empathy switch that is just stuck on high. For most people, empathy is a choice. You see a friend going through a rough time, and you choose to support them. But for me, that switch is jammed at maximum capacity. You walk into a coffee shop or a meeting room, and before anyone even says a word, You can already feel the unspoken irritation hanging in the air. My mind has always worked like a sponge. It instantly absorbs everyone else's negative energy. Someone next to you on the bus nervously taps their foot, and a minute later, your own heart starts racing. A friend casually vents about their issues. They leave and completely forget about it, but you carry that weight in your chest for the next 3 days. People love being around us because we understand them without words. But for us, the price is pure exhaustion. We just become a dumpster for everyone else's emotional waste. It took me a long time to learn how to draw a mental line. Seeing and feeling someone's anxiety or anger doesn't mean you have to fix it or become their therapist. Now, whenever I feel myself getting flooded, I just remind myself, this is their storm. I can care, but I am staying on the shore. I don't have to drown with them. It helps to stop in time and keep from giving away your last bit of energy. The worst part of this entire story is how our brain tries to protect us. When you are constantly seeing the hidden details, a subconscious belief kicks in. If I can predict absolutely everything, no one can hurt me. Understanding becomes your armor. My mind is always running worst-case scenarios ahead of time. What if this person pulls away tomorrow? What if everything I am building right now disappears? I am literally living in 10 different versions of a terrible future all at once, trying to brace for impact before anything has even happened. It turns into analysis paralysis. You sit there, trapped inside your fears and calculations, thinking you are in control. But in reality, at that exact moment, you are just stepping outside your own life. You are managing it like a high-risk project instead of actually living it. I caught myself realizing that this endless protection had simply stolen my present. Now, whenever my brain starts building barricades against the ghosts of the future, I force myself back into my body. I look at the coffee cup in my hand, the sunset outside, and tell myself, right now, nothing is falling apart. Right now, everything is fine. Stop fighting a war that hasn't even started. It brings me right back down to earth. I realized long ago that it's impossible to turn this radar in my head off completely. It's like asking someone with perfect vision to force the world around them to be blurry. I can't just become less aware, and I can't stop noticing people's forced smiles, but I can stop carrying it all. I simply stopped giving my overthinking a job to do. Before, when I saw someone's hidden resentment or anger, I would rush to fix it or replay it endlessly in my mind. Now, I notice the detail, and I just walk past it. Yes, that person's smile is forced. Yes, there is tension in the air, but it's not my battle. Not every silence in a conversation is a hidden message. Sometimes, a person is just exhausted. The point isn't to close your eyes. The point is to stop trying to solve the equations of the entire world all at once. If all of this feels familiar, if you are also tired of the noise in your head that never seems to fade, know that you are not alone. Your depth is not a flaw. It's just who you are. You don't need to turn off the light in your mind, but right now, you can dim its intensity. Turn that sharp laser that exposes every detail into the gentle warmth of a candle. Allow yourself to stop thinking, at least until morning. Drop your shield. Here, in this nightly quiet, you are completely safe. Thank you for staying with me. Good night.